Even though I gorged on news and followed that to other depressing topics and got myself in a pretty bad state, I love myself. I will not abandon myself. And I accept where I am in this moment on the journey. Even though I allowed the news to take charge of my state and even followed that to other things that make me feel really bad, here I am reaching for what feels better because I love myself and I accept myself. Even though I sometimes fall into the fantasy that the news is telling me reality, that I'm a better person if I pay attention and feel awful, right now, I'm not dragging myself through that. I'm reaching for relief. I'm here to love myself. I'm here to accept myself as best I can. Let's start at the crown. This getting sucked in by news in the name of being informed and paying attention. I know a lot of people do this. Here I am among them. Side of the eye. This is well-intentioned. And I can feel the toxicity of it register in my system. Under the eye, upper cheekbone. My emotional guidance system is letting me know this is not okay because of how awful I feel. Under the nose. This does not put me in a position to help or support anyone else. I can feel that instead it weakens me. It frightens me. It destabilizes me. Chin point. I really want to keep questioning things I've been taught by a sick culture, by unhealed human beings, often by people who meant well. And I also know that some people don't mean well. Under the clavicle round, I want to unlearn what it means to be informed and be responsible. Because trying to keep up with news and dig into what's happening isn't it. Even if I don't know what is it. Side of the ribs. I know that sometimes the unlearning precedes knowing what will replace it. Right now, I'm just willing to unlearn. Crown point. I want to do myself good. Inner eyebrow. I want to feel good as often as I can. Side of the eye. I know that it's from a place of feeling good that I have inspired ideas. Under the eye, upper cheekbone. It's from feeling good that I see where I can offer soothing, kindness, relief, and bring good energy to others, to spaces, to the earth itself. Under the nose. When I'm scared and overwhelmed, distressed, confused, projecting horrors into the future, I'm not okay. I can't lift others up. Chin point. I refuse to be a drowning person for 4 years of any administration. For any political reason. For anything happening on the planet. Under the clavicle round. There have always been things happening on this planet that I object to or would object to. I am not alone in that. Side of the ribs. I appreciate that I'm not alone in that. I appreciate how many good people have been on this planet and are here now. People who care. People who vote for the good of all concerned. Crown. Right now I breathe to calm myself. Inner eyebrow. Right now I take in the calming of this tapping. Side of the eye. Right now I notice how my breath has changed since I started tapping. Under the eye. Right now I remember the teaching from Abraham-Hicks that when I feel horrible, I am out of alignment with my inner being. Under the nose. My inner being does not agree that my power is taken away by bad laws. Chin point. Even if those laws impact me and others, people I care about, people I want laws and systems to look out for. Chin point. Nope, this is the clavicle round. Right now I breathe into the heart space and I feel not only my sorrow, which is here, I feel my caring, I feel my love, I feel my solidarity with other human beings who give a damn. Side of the ribs. How do I realign with my inner being when I've paid so much attention to what hurts so badly? I'm already doing it now by soothing myself. Crown point. I realign with my inner being by quieting the mind, not filling it, not reviewing horrors, and not trying to figure out what is unfathomable. Inner eyebrow. I can do it through some meditation, sleep, watching things that make me laugh, engaging my mind with something uplifting, interesting, beautiful. Side of the eye. I can do that with time in nature, hanging out with animals or observing them or just being in their space, knowing that they don't care, they're not engaging. They are purely in the now. Under the eye. And when something kills them, they go. They're done. The animals don't argue with death. Under the nose. I know it helps me to realign with my inner being when I take eagle view, satellite view, chin point. Over time, it comes out in the wash. Things improve. Evolution happens. And it's not a straight trajectory. It has ups and downs, backwards and forward. It's okay. Under the clavicle round. My life is better than that of my parents. Their life was better than their parents. Over time, that pattern pretty much holds. And things that have gotten worse have then gotten better. Side of the ribs. And if this whole Earth experiment ends, it will have been worthwhile, even beautiful, absolutely drenched in love, beauty, many pockets of peace and peacefulness, many random acts of kindness, many people showing up to support one another, uplift one another, be stronger together. Right now, I know that to be true. even if other things happen too. And they do. Crown point. I do not have to fix this mess, and I do not need to focus on this mess. Inner eyebrow. When I do focus on what's horrible and what distresses me, I'm a mess. Outer eye. I refuse to do that to myself. I would never drag someone else through horrors and scold them to pay attention to it for the greater good somehow. Under the eye, that doesn't even make sense. Under the nose. I do want to accept all of reality. Chin point. But that doesn't mean pushing against the unwanted. I like the Abraham teachings to push against nothing. Under the clavicle round. That doesn't mean steeping and soaking in it. I would not put myself in a bin of bleach. Side of the ribs. When things come into my field, I can breathe it. I can tap it. I can send blessings. I can vote. I can offer care to those it makes sense for me to offer care to. Which means it's actually within reach. Which means it won't suck me out of my alignment. Crown point. I wish to live in alignment with my inner being, not with fearmongers who are in charge of the news. Inner eyebrow. I wish to be the change. Side of the eye. I wish to be in cahoots with others who vote for love, well-being, care for all. The United States as a welcoming place, as it historically purported to be. And that has never been the whole reality. Under the eye. And it hasn't been lacking altogether. Under the nose. And I really want to get this thing down of placing my focus on the wanted, not the unwanted. Please breathe when you're not speaking. Chin point. I intend to focus on what's uplifting, what makes me at ease, happy, aware of all the good happening all over the planet, and part of it under the clavicle round. I will prioritize finding relief when I need that. As Abraham says, I will step into the shade, reach for better feeling thoughts, distract myself even, get myself to a place where I feel solid ground underfoot, from which I can be strong. Side of the ribs. I refuse to weaken myself, distress myself, abandon myself in the name of being informed or paying attention. I don't want political entities who upset me to be in charge of my state. I want my alignment with my inner being to be in charge of my state. Crown. We're going to finish here. When in doubt, I will do more to seek relief, soothing, anything that makes me feel better, that feels good to me, actually kind, actually aligned, actually uplifting, or if I'm not there yet, just soothing. And I am open to guidance for where to place myself to do good. And I am so clear right now that I do myself no good when I drench myself in toxicity and feel despairing and hopeless. I aim to do myself good so that there's any hope of my doing good to others. Now, please drop your hands down. I like to cup one over the other, palms up. And just go inside and feel the reverberations of the tapping. Feel the breath. Let the calm move through you, expand inside you. Take note of anything you need to give some further tapping or inquiry or get more support for. And be excellent to yourself.